EasyJet Strike in Alicante airport cancels plenty of flights, and not only in Alicante. What is happening and what changes do we have with the municipal markets in Benidorm town? How many there are, on which days they are open, and where one of them is moving for the summer period. The weather forecast and the tourism update all in today's video. So if you want to know slightly more, stay tuned. Let's start with the tourism update first shortly. As far as you know, we are heading to end of June. It's already the end of June. Time just flies. And by this time, the hotels are full, the accommodation options. It is peak summer season. Spanish also are on holidays because there is no school for the kids. And there's a mix of different types of nationalities visiting our area and Benidorm, or all the Costa Blanca and all Spain in general, including the islands. So a lot of movement everywhere. Theme parks, bars, restaurants, cafeterias have to be slightly more comprehensive because in a lot of places there's a lack of workers. So even if they would want to give you the best service possible, but sometimes the lack of workers just does not allow, and they try their best. So there might be some waiting time, slightly longer. It just might be slightly not as smooth as it should be, but that is because of the lack of workers. Even so, it's a very pleasant time to come here on holidays. There is one sad news though. Those of you who visit Benidorm Palace, I'm sure you know Benidorm. I'm sure you know the Benidorm Palace, which is a dinner and show place. The owner of Benidorm Palace, which is this man right here, who made this place survive and thrive in Benidorm, which is Vicente Clement Yorca, has passed away sadly. So our condolences for the family. Benidorm Palace is an incredible place for dinner shows. They also cater for other different types of events and concerts and gatherings. And right now it is in the hands of the family of the kids who are running the Benidorm Palace. And today there's going to be the final goodbye in the tanatorio, which is like the funeral home of the Marina Baixa in Villa Joyosa, which is where everyone who wants to can come and say hi. So our condolences for the family. And now let's continue with the two main news. One of them is about the EasyJet strike in Alicante airport. And it's not only in Alicante airport, but in a few others, which we'll get back to in a second. Up until now, which have been 3 days of strike, there's been more than 20 flights that were canceled. And these are not the only ones. Barcelona, Palma de Mallorca is affected. Alicante is affected. Malaga is also affected. And basically, these are the main destination points. The issue is that EasyJet is one of the main leading companies in Alicante airport, and it brings a lot of tourists from UK on holidays to Spain. So a lot of these flights back and forth were actually canceled. And why was the case? Because around 675 cabin crew members were actually registered for the strike by the syndicate. And why they are doing so? Honestly, because they see the salaries, and people talk the salaries of other cabin crew in different countries, like Portugal, Switzerland, maybe any other country like UK as well. And they see that the salary that they receive in Spain, the cabin crew that is based in Spain, they receive 30% less of the salary comparing with Portugal, and 200% less comparing to Switzerland. Honestly, and it's the same that what the company replied already. They're not going to match the salaries to other countries because each country has its own cost of living. Each country has its own legal laws and norms that you have to follow. So why is it 200% more in Switzerland? Because the cost of life is way more expensive. The properties are way more expensive. In general, everything is way more expensive there. That is why the salary is adjusted to it, to the expenses. But here in Spain, the expenses comparing with Switzerland are way, way cheaper, which is why the salary is also less. And the same with other countries if you do the comparison. And they say they're not able to adjust the salary according to other countries because there's limitations and regulations that need to be followed in Spain. So we will see what will happen. Obviously, the workers, the cabin crew, they want better conditions. Not only the salary, but in general, like better working conditions, maybe some bonus, something extra additionally. But the truth is that according to salaries, it is what it is. Spain has its own expenses, Spain has its own regulations, and it's not possible to put way more than like the stipulated amount for the salary for specific services and jobs here in Spain. So not sure what's going to be, but at least for now, we do know that EasyJet cancellations have affected quite a bit of people here in the area. So if you are flying with EasyJet, check it out. Get informed before you go to the airport, just in case. Or if you need to go, go and be informed there at the desk what your next steps are. They have to provide any kind of solution. They cannot just leave you like this. Any kind of compensation, flight change, other company maybe, whatever it is, the solution has to be provided for all the travelers. And it is happening in the peak summer month, which, surprise, surprise, always happens in summer or in specific holidays, which is when it hurts the most and more people are affected. EasyJet tried to fly in Spain, other cabin crew from other countries, mostly from UK, I suppose, but it was impossible. They said no, they forbid to do this because like this, it just doesn't make any sense of the the strike. If there is plenty of staff here from other countries helping out and nothing is canceled, like the whole purpose of strike to cause, not cause problems, but like cause issues so that the company would see that if people will go on strike, they cannot operate fully. So they need to give the workers what they want. There's just no purpose if they fly in other types of workers. So we'll see for how long this strike will continue. We'll keep you updated. And now let's continue with the last news, and it is about the municipal markets in Benidorm. Who doesn't love a good market and check all the things, try out typical Spanish things when you are on holidays? In Benidorm, there's different markets. There is the indoor market in Rincon de Loix, right in front of the Nereo Hotel by the British Street. There's also, this one is open from Monday to Saturday. Sunday it is closed. And there's also the Wednesdays and Sundays market, which is the most famous one, right next to the Hotel Pueblo in Benidorm. This one is open every Wednesday and Sunday, and the markets always are open from early in the morning up until 2:30, more or less. 3 might be in summer, but that's when they already start packing all the stuff. So it's better if you go beforehand. And there's also another market that is a municipal market. It's situated on the open air. That's where mostly locals go, I gotta say. That's where all the good stuff is. And this market is situated by the tram station of Benidorm, and it's open every single Wednesday. This market will be moving places. That area by the tram is usually used for festivals. It's like a giant parking lot that is used for summer festivals in July month. And then starting from 6 or 8 of August, the next opening day, Wednesday, is going to be back to that area. So where is it going to go? This market will go right next to the Plaza de Toros, the bullfighting square in Benidorm, where La Higuera Park is located by the town hall. You will see there the bullfighting ring, and that is where on the upper side of it, it is located. The same place where the fair of November Fiestas is also located. So that's where it's gonna be. So plenty of markets to choose from. This one is even slightly closer to us now. So I hope many more people are able to enjoy it. More typical traditional Spanish food, better prices. There's plenty of goodies there that are slightly cheaper than in the more touristic area, as Rincon de Loix is. So visit this one as well for a more authentic experience. And now let's talk about the weather forecast. What is happening right now? Because for this weekend, and honestly since yesterday, we are already in a heat wave, and it's going to be this whole weekend. From Monday, it's going to disappear, but up until Sunday inclusive, heat wave in our region. And it's not even the worst part. The worst part is that we will have orange/red alerts for extreme temperatures in all the Mediterranean area. We will have plenty of sunshine, just some tiniest bit of clouds, no rain, even though it's going to be raining on north parts of Spain, but that is as usual and typical, like Atlantic front. Here it's not going to be raining, just a little bit of clouds, but nothing major. and the temperatures will keep rising. We have typical temperatures of around 31 to 32. However, there is high humidity, and also exposing yourselves directly to the sunlight, the humidity and the hot air as it is, and the city effect, it gives you a real feel of around 37 to 38, which is not good. It's quite difficult to stay outside with these temperatures. So we will have all this weekend more or less these temperatures, but starting from Monday it's going to be 34, 35 real feel, more or less, like 30, 32 degrees, typical temperatures. If you want something slightly cooler, you can go to the Mediterranean Avenue in Benidorm, which always has lower temperatures because it's surrounded by buildings and there's plenty of natural shade, so there's no city effect out there as it is, and it's lower by around 4-7 degrees, which is incredible, especially during a heat wave. The sea temperature also keeps rising. It's 26.2 right now. By Monday, probably it's going to be 26.4, 26.5. Really hot Mediterranean Sea, and not good for the marine life or sea life whatsoever. Thank you for accompanying us in today's latest Benidorm news update. We wish you a lovely day, great holidays, and we'll see you in a brand new video shortly here on the channel. Bye!